Oh, baby. And that's what I'll say today. Oh, baby. We're going to put a ball in the Dallas Cowboys game. We're going to put those chumps to bed. Have a good season. Have a good offseason. Have fun at the Pro Bowl. But I got to tell you, Shasky.
Radio Row.
Yeah, radio, whatever. Those clowns in the morning, whatever. They took another shot yesterday. It's all good. They're crying. But I got to tell you, Shasky.
Huh. You look very serious today.
I'm ready for Sunday.
Why is that?
I'm officially ready for Sunday. And, I was a sleeping dog. I was chilling, enjoying the Cowboys win. And Philadelphia fans had to start chirping.
What do you mean?
They had to start working. So it all started yesterday. And, we were discussing, the Philly crowd is really, wild. And, people are telling us, hey, we need to be careful. This is from Philly fans.
Yeah.
Philly fans telling me that I need to be careful at Lincoln Financial Field.
Yeah,
right?
JP Money was very adamant that we need to, be very, very careful. I was like, dude, it's a game. Like, is it really? Like, it's in 2023, people are really going to be, firing full beer bottles at my face. They're going to really, slug me from behind. Because if that's the case, come on. Don't be a lowlife.
Don't be a lowlife.
Yeah.
So
we can enjoy the game, and I don't even look for trouble. You've been to games with me. Bonte, do I go out looking for trouble?
And I don't either.
I know you don't.
I just want to watch football.
Exactly, and have fun.
Have fun.
And look, you want to tease us a little here and there from afar? Fine, whatever.
I don't
it
care.
goes with the territory.
I don't care. So yesterday at about 10:52,
okay,
I get a text from one of my best friends.
I was asleep after watching Batman, Superman,
The
Dawn of Justice.
I for some reason, was up for a little bit. So I get a text at 10:52 in the morning from the Philly Zoo, one of my best friends in the world.
Okay.
Listening to your show now, what are you talking about with dumping beers on heads, throwing batteries? That doesn't happen. If you're straight up, we're straight up with you. You were there. Ridiculous, inaccurate bashing. I said, I was told by Eagles fans that happens. Philly fans. More than one, more than two, more than three. Well, they're idiots, he says. And he goes, I'll be listening tomorrow. Expect a correction.
Oh, whoa.
So
whoa.
So that's
letter to the editor.
So I was about to take a nap. I was about to take a nap.
Okay.
Yesterday. And I sat up and I said, well, it came from your own fan base. They obviously haven't been to many Eagles, Sixers, or Philly games. Also, every fan base has a few morons, bad apples in a bunch.
Yeah,
I'm sick and tired of people thrashing Philly fans with isolated incidents of people acting like blah, 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 blah. And I said, actually, they came from Philly people. They came from Philly people.
Okay.
People are telling me they're coming. So he's like, every athlete that's ever played in Philly says it's the best and most passionate fan base they've ever seen. I said every athlete says that in every region. Stop. Stop.
I'm sure Griffey said that about Mariner fans, and Marino said that about Dolphin fans.
So he starts getting cocky. Starts talking about the game. Because he's like, I expect a correction. And I was like, man, F Philly. You ain't getting no damn correction from me. I don't give a damn about y'all. Starts talking about how we got the better, O-line, we got the better defense, we got the better coaching, we got all this stuff.
Wait. Better coaching?
Better coach.
I mean,
he'll take Sirianni over Shanahan.
Well, I mean, Shanahan's won 4 playoff games in 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
Can we stop and smell those roses? 4 playoff games in 12 months.
So Sam and I were talking yesterday. He's 6-2, right? He's coached 8 playoff games.
Yeah, but
3 in 2019.
I just meant in the last year. I meant the last calendar year. My bad.
Forget all that. Though. He coached 3 playoff games in 2019.
Yes.
3 last year, and so far 2.
Yes.
It's 8 games. You can make the argument that in 7 of those games he had the inferior quarterback.
I would agree with that.
Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
Dak Prescott last year.
Twice.
Aaron Rodgers again.
Yes.
Matt Stafford. You can make the argument that Dak's better than Brock. He didn't play like it on Sunday.
No, I would say
the more talented quarterback.
Yes, he is.
And
that's if you're being objective.
And then
we're not projecting future.
Right. And then Geno was right there.
Yeah, it was splitting hairs. Geno at one point was maybe, not comeback player of the year, but most improved type of a player of the year.
Made a Pro Bowl. Got voted on to the Pro Bowl.
He had a monster year. He broke Seattle passing records, which is crazy.
Right. Crazy. Insane. This guy is coached with the inferior quarterback in 7 of the 8 games.
Wow. The only one you're not going to say is Kirk Cousins.
I may say Kirk Cousins is better than Jimmy.
I mean, Steiny at this station is going to take Kirk Cousins over Jimmy
doubt.
G.
And then you got Jalen Hurts this Sunday.
I may take Kirk over Jimmy.
I may. I would have a hard time doing that because I think Kirk Cousins is average.
Yeah,
so anyway,
I agree, but you get where I'm going.
Yeah. So anyway, Philly Zoo's popping off.
You are heated.
He's popping off, right?
Woo.
He's popping off. Yeah, we got this game in the back. Yeah, we got this game in the back. And he's tweeting about, yeah, I bet it. And so I pop on WIP 94 in Philadelphia this morning to get a lay of the land.
Okay.
See what I'm walking into. See what you're walking into.
Yeah.
What are they talking about in Philadelphia?
Are we going to be broadcasting from there on Monday?
Yes, we will.
Okay.
From WIP 94 in our Niners gear.
Yeah.
Win or lose.
Yeah, win or lose, exactly.
So I hear Angelo Cataldi,
Uh-huh.
WIP 94, and I hear their callers. And these arrogant little cockroaches are out there talking about, this game's going to be over by halftime. Little Brock Purdy, Nick Bozo, they have no pass rush, this and that. And so they already basically punched their ticket to Glendale, Arizona. Folks, I'm telling you right now, get your eye black on. It's going to be a long week. We're going to break this damn thing down, and we're going to kick Philly's ass. It's wartime. They've already punched their ticket to Glendale, Arizona, Niner fans. Kick their ass! And now I'm fired up. Just like that. I was going to wait. I was going to chill. And slowly but surely this morning, I got up at 4 in the morning, and I started pacing. And I'm saying to myself, if I get to the studio early, my behavior right now is going to it's going to reek. It's going to be contagious as Shasky. I don't want to piss anybody off. Then I got in that car, and I started listening to their morning show, and I said, you know what? It's on. It's on. It's title week. It's Operation Glendale. We're going in there with Brock Purdy. We're going in there with CMC. And we're going in there, and we're kicking Philadelphia's ass. I'm sick of these guys already.
Wow.
Let's go. We got the better coach. You got the better D coordinator. You got the better personnel. We got the better defense. We've been here before. It's Operation Kick Philly's ass now. It's on. It's on and popping. So you go tell Howard Eskin. You go tell Brandon Graham. You go tell Sirianni, who likes to run into the end zone and celebrate with his teams and pull up McVay and look into the camera.
Yeah.
You tell all those guys out there in Philadelphia, we're coming. And we'll be there Saturday morning, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Let's go. Good morning, everybody out there.
Oh, my God.
These punks just fired me up just like that.
Oh, my God.
You thought Dallas was bad? Nah, these guys are worse. They're officially worse than Dallas. Good morning, everybody.
Let me just peel this back. The Bay and Philly doesn't have a lot of history when it comes to sports rivalries. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep.
Like there's that fourth quarter for Montana against the Eagles that everybody references, and it's old school, and we love that moment because Joe, what did he throw? 4 touchdowns in that final frame? How many was it? 3 or 4, whatever it was, right? In '89 when he kept getting knocked down in Veterans Stadium. Very, very, seminal moment. Obviously, my 93 Giants pisses me off that Kurt Schilling ended up going to the World Series. I thought that should have been the Giants, right? But the 2010 Philly versus the Giants playoff run, that was magical.
Magical.
And it felt like I hated the Philadelphia Phillies because of that. Not necessarily the city, not necessarily the fans.
Players.
The players. Chase Utley in particular, right? Papelbon.
Yeah.
Remember?
Jason Worth,
absolutely. But there were, and let's call it what it is. Tony Bruno came out and said some ridiculous things, and then he got, quote unquote, X'd out here in the Bay Area. So there was a lot of beef, but there hasn't been a whole lot. I don't have a lot of vitriol toward their fans, toward the Eagles. Don't get me wrong. I've heard all the stories and all those things. Right. I'm more excited for the sports experience.
I going out there in 2011. That was at Carlos Beltran's first game at Citizens Bank Park. And the Giants were the first team to win a series at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia that year. Yeah. They were the first team to do it.
Really?
Yep. And just being around that fan base, when they signed Nnamdi Asomugha, when they traded for Hunter Pence, that day in Philadelphia, they basically were popping champagne, Shasky. Ray Dittinger, I think it was the Philadelphia Daily News or the Inquirer, one of those papers, basically wrote, folks, get ready for a parade down Broad Street come February after they signed Nnamdi Asomugha. They were big cocky. I was at a bar, Smokey Joe's, and the bartender was like, we got these minor league teams like Arizona and the Niners and this and that. And this is going into Harbaugh's first year.
Wow.
And I remember slamming that beer.
Kind of a joke.
Yeah, I remember slamming that beer, and I pounded my fist on the table. I said, damn it, I'm tired of being irrelevant. I'm tired of this.
Isn't it funny that kind of game where they came back that year was
flipped both franchises?
I mean, it really did.
It flipped both franchises.
I mean, that Justin Smith punch. Pull that up. Get me the Justin Smith punch out against the Eagles week 3.
Want it all.
Was it week 3?
It was week 3.
Week 3, 2011.
They were down 23-3.
Sorry, Spadoni. I don't mean to just tell you what to do.
It was 23-3. Ronnie Brown did that ridiculous thing at the goal line where he threw the ball back.
That's a name.
Remember Auburn University.
And Cadillac Williams
coming
into the top 5 in the same year as the Alex Smith draft. Was it Cedric Benson, the other guy?
Maybe, for the Chicago Bears, Texas.
All those running backs. Braylon Edwards.
Cadillac was sick, though. Those first,
Ronnie
month of the season,
and
then John Gruden ran them into the ground.
Yeah. Cadillac was sick.
Ronnie went number 2 to Miami.
Who was the quarterback at Auburn that year? Because the two of them were both at Auburn, right?
Yeah, they were both at Auburn.
2 guys going to the top 5 from the same school. The same position.
Was it Jason Campbell? It wasn't Jason Campbell.
No, I'm going to look this up.
Yeah,
you keep doing your thing.
So, Philadelphia, the Eagles and the Niners don't have much of a history in the playoffs. They've met one time. That was back in 1996.
Jason Campbell.
I told you. See, Jason Campbell. Look at my college knowledge.
Look at you.
Jason Campbell. Or the Philadelphia and the Niners. They've got one playoff appearance against each other.
Okay.
The 96 wild card game. Mm-hmm. Niners win 14-0. You know what happened in that game. Steve Young got cracked at the goal line, and the next week the Niners go to Green Bay, and he had to wear the flak jacket at Lambeau Field. Desmond Howard, couple punt returns. Young gets pulled because he can't go.
Yeah.
The flak jacket's not working. He can't move around. His ribs are broken. Gerback comes in. Niners season ends.
Well, and Desmond Howard had a great return in that game. It was ugly, and they had no chance. The only other moment I can think of that was seminal at that time be the 94 loss to the Eagles was like a turning point for the Niners. Where they got their butt kicked. Was that Monday Night Football?
No, the Super Bowl year?
Yeah.
94, it was Sunday afternoon. Okay. 40-8. They got rolled. Steve Young got benched in that game.
40-8.
We also got the great Joe Montana game where he threw 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Which I was referencing
at Veterans
earlier.
Stadium. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm a little fired up with this Philadelphia team.
Woo.
This Philadelphia fan base is basically... I keep hearing San Fran. Oh, Brock Purdy's not going to want to play football next year after this week. We're going to roll them. The game's going to be over by halftime. They're saying all this stuff. And I'm sitting there thinking, when did Philadelphia? I thought they were a blue-collar town. I thought they were about their business. No, they're worse than Dallas fans.
Well, can we take a step back? From Philly's perspective? And I don't want to defend them like I'm like a Philly homer or anything like that, but like they have been the most comprehensive team in the NFL this year. If we're looking at a team that, from start to finish, they've been the best. Would you agree?
They've been the best.
All right? Like, I know that Jalen got hurt, and that kind of changed them for a couple of games, but when they've been operating at full strength with Lane and him in the lineup, they've been a juggernaut. Like, you have to give them their respect.
I can also make the argument that everybody was saying about the 49ers last week.
What's
they
that?
haven't played anybody.
I mean, they played the Cowboys, didn't they?
They lost once.
Yes.
They won once.
But that was with Gardner, correct?
Yep.
At quarterback?
Yep. They gave up 40 in that game.
Yeah.
They gave up 40.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I mean, Pittsburgh any good?
No. Although the Kenny Pickett fan fiction that's being sold by Pittsburgh Steelers fans is absolutely out of this world. They're acting like he's the next coming of Christ.
Houston Texans any good?
Actually, I will cape up for how hard the Texans play.
Colts any good?
Wow, the fighting Saturdays.
They won that 17-16, but you give them a pass.
I wanted the Colts to win that game so bad.
At Washington, Carson Wentz.
Well, but Bonte.
All right, so I didn't want to do this.
Let's just look at their personnel. Let's just look at their personnel.
I get the personnel, but if you want to start doing that about the 49ers and talk about who they played and who haven't played, well, let's look at the Eagles' schedule. We can make this argument for everybody.
Well, I like that the Niners are the underdogs in this one. I like where we're at. I like this position. I love that yesterday every single talking head nationally wasn't talking about how the Niners prevailed. It was how the Cowboys lost.
Yeah.
Don't you love that?
It's embarrassing.
No, but we fly under the radar.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
And you know
I
what?
would rather be the underdog.
That's why I'm fired. That's why I'm fired up. Xfinity Mobile text line and YouTube saying that the Eagles had the 31st strength of schedule. Second easiest schedule in the league. That's fine. Whatever. They'll see what's coming on Sunday. But this game it's war. It's war on Sunday.
Well,
I think we're all coming down off the Cowboy win.
Yeah.
But I officially turned the page on the way here.
You're already?
I mean, we're going to put the ball on the Cowboys. We're not going to move on.
I mean, I'm still picking at that carcass.
We're not going to move on, but I'm telling you, just me personally, that drive from home to studio, I can't stop thinking about Philadelphia now. And London and I talked all last night about Cowboys this and Cowboys that, and I can't stop thinking about Philadelphia. I can't. I'm ready. I'm.
So what are we doing on Saturday?
I'm already. First of all, you're going to text Kate Scott.
Okay.
You're going to ask her for 2 tickets to the Nuggets Sixers game.
Am I?
Yes. You're going to do that.
All right, Will. I love how he's commanding me. Like the king is asking someone in his court to do. Continue. Keep going, King. Yes, sir.
Then
the
we're
king
going to
doesn't ask.
We're going to hit Mitchell and Ness at some point.
I've never been.
Yeah, me either. I did a school project on Mitchell and Ness.
It's a good thing I got all my credit cards back up and running yesterday after the fraud alert that went down.
There'll be Mitchell and Ness. All right, we'll stop by there. Stop by Reading Terminal. Stop by the cheesesteak spots. Sunday will be Mafia breakfast. We will reunite with Niner fans and we'll walk into the link together, and we'll go take that stadium over, second by second, quarter by quarter, half by half. By the end of that game.
This might be your best work ever.
We will be wearing NFC Championship T-shirts and hats. That is happening. They ain't going out there losing. And 267, yeah, I'll be fired up out there. I'm officially turned up. And ain't nobody turning me down all week. That's what's happening on the morning roast this week. It's title week, and these chumps from the East Coast keep talking. What is it about these East Coast people? New York, Philly, Boston. Dallas. They think they invented every damn thing. And I'm tired of it. Okay,
so I want to make sure that I'm aware of what my tasks are.
All right.
I am texting Kate to get us 2 tickets.
That's really the only task you need.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
And then other than that, I'm good?
Yeah, I think you're good.
What's the deal? Are we going to have security? We need to get the biggest group of people with us possible walking in there. I want to make an entire Red Sea as we're going in.
Might need that. We may need that after this opening monologue. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, Twitch.
You know who we should call?
Mobile text line. Who should we call?
Damon Oakland to come with us.
We need Damon Oakland.
I need Damon Oakland.
And he can wear all his Raider gear. I don't care.
Put your helmet on, Shasky.